You are now tuned in to Go Time Dolphins with Charlie Touche and Kadeem Simmons, the Miami Dolphins podcast that's for the fans and by the fans.
Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time. And it's show time. Going all out when it's go time. I ain't wasting no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's show time. Cause it's your time. Lay it on the line when it's go time. Don't waste no time.
What started off such a fun game, looked like it could be one for the ages, just got worse and worse and worse. Our Miami Dolphins lose 56-19, but that doesn't even explain half of it. Thanks for joining us on New Year's Eve. Shout out to everyone in the live chat. If you haven't already, like the video, share the video, leave a comment, subscribe to the YouTube channel, give us a follow on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and if you're feeling generous ahead of the new year, go give us a subscription on patreon.com/Go Time Dolphins. But Charlie, how are you?
It's Go Time Dolphins, the Miami Dolphins podcast that goes not only across the pond, but across the world. I'm your boy, Charlie Touche. I got my co-host, Kadeem Simmons, with me. It's always for the fans and by the fans. Your favorite podcast, and the Miami Dolphins. New Year's Eve, by the way. Shout out. Hey, Kadeem, how you doing, bro? I know you said it's New Year's Eve. We're bringing in New Year's Eve. We had a really good Christmas, dog. We had a Christmas for the ages, if I'm being honest with you. And New Year's Eve ain't gonna be nothing like Christmas, Holmes. The Dolphins lose 56-19 to the Baltimore Ravens. Shout out to everybody in the comments that came to holler at us, chop it up with us. I know there's everybody across the pond already a couple hours ahead of us, bringing in the new year. What's going on, Kadeem?
Yeah, so shout out to IMAX. He says, yay, go Fins. Robert Ashton says, I'm here, I'm listening, not really got much to say about that game. Keith says, evening all, can't bring myself to say it's a good evening. Robert Ashton asks, in an attempt to cheer us all up, what are the chances Mr. Touche releases the GTD theme as a ringtone?
Ain't getting no chairs up over here today, Holmes. Not happening. Listen, look, bro. If I knew the Miami Dolphins were gonna allow Lamar Jackson to look like 1994 Steve Young, the 2024 MVP, by the way, that's over with. I would have never watched the game. I'm lying. I still would have watched because I would have had to see how it happened. My thing was, Kadeem, I thought the Dolphins were going to lose anyway. I'm like, yo, I don't think we win this game. And I honestly, I think before the game, I said, I don't see how we win. Like, to be honest with you. And I think on Easy Money Pick of the Week, there was a +8 that I was able to get for everybody. I'm like, yo, even +8 is minus, is a good number for us. But I still wouldn't take it because I could see losing by like 13 points. And I think I said the number 13, but whatever. But I didn't think we was going to lose like this. You know what I'm saying? So the game starts, and we got a game, Kadeem. It's a heavyweight fight. You know what I'm saying? Unlike the Dallas Cowboys game, 12-round heavyweight championship fight. This one, the Dolphins got KO'd in round 5. Not even round 6, not even halfway. We got KO'd in like round 5. Like, yo, we might have to stop this thing. And it was like a standing 8 at first. And then I guess it was TKO. They were like, yo, this thing's over with. We're going to stop the fight. What did you make of the game from your vantage point, Kadeem?
I think so. There was one too many turning points that did not go in the Dolphins' favor. First of all, Mike McDaniel says that of all the injured guys this week, Raheem Mostert is the one he's least worried about. He should be like, he'll be fine. Raheem Mostert inactive. So all of a sudden you're like, okay, but it's still good. We can do this. 2 drives down the field, touchdown. Great. brilliant, excellent drive. Ravens get in the field, 3rd and 16. Yo, get off the field. Don't get off the field. Raven drives down the field, touchdown. Dolphins had a chance, but it's what it is. Tua and the Dolphins drive down the field again. A-Chan looking great. Excellent play design in the red zone. Throw to Tyreek Hill. I jump up, touchdown, and he drops it. And that just felt like the first, not today. Not today. And outside of that, I don't think there's many positives. You know, you give up a touchdown almost like 4th and 7 to Isaiah Likely. It just got worse and worse and worse. And then the final nail in the head of the coffin was the injury to Bradley Chubb, which looks like, if we're being brutally honest, not just for the rest of this season, like during the season next year when you probably get him back. Like, normally we try and be positive here, and as it goes on, we'll probably start laughing and stuff. But my word, was an your boxing analogy was perfect. They should have said, "Yo, stop the fight." And fair play to the Ravens. They said, "No, while this is still a game, we're going. You're keeping your defensive players in. Let's go in touchdowns. We don't care."
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to laugh anytime soon, bro. Listen, you said Bradley Chubb. So if you didn't watch the game, the Dolphins were down, I want to say maybe 15 before halftime. It was all right. So Kadeem talked about the drop touchdown pass from Tyreek Hill. And when I tell you, Kadeem, Tua drove down the field, first drive, put it in the box. Oh, we looking really good right now. I like what's going on. Ravens come back. Now I'm thinking, all right, the defense always starts slow, bro. The defense just can't come out busting people in the head. It's like, nah, we just can't get off the. I think I text defense still on the plane. We ain't even get off the plane yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, so defense is always lackadaisical. Unlike Zion Williamson, he couldn't say the word lackadaisical. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, they just always, where's the defense early when we need them? So, okay, cool. Offense come back. And I'm like, all right, here comes the offense. We go for it on, I thought there was maybe a 3rd down or a 4th down. Maybe it wasn't on that drive. But we get down to basically inside the 10, I think.
So very quickly, wasn't this like the big A-Chan run for like 45 yards? It's just like,
I'm not sure. It's too much.
Yeah,
it's too much. I'm not sure. So anyway, it is it's a 3rd down. Tua hits Tyreek Hill in the hands in the end zone with no one within 5 yards of him. So it's not like he was going to get hit. It's not like he was worried about a collision. Mike McDaniel draws up the best play. Like McDaniel is dripping it right now. Tua hits him in the hands, and inexplicable drop. It is just, it's not like, oh, that was a tough catch. And, I'm always in favor of the player. Like, people got on Marquez Valdez-Scantling for dropping that Mahomes pass. I'm like, bro, I understand he's in the NFL, and he might make like $1 million a year. I think Valdez-Scantling probably don't make that much. But he's running as fast as he can and laid out parallels to the ground in the rain, I think it was, and he dropped it. That's a tough catch, bro. This was not a tough catch. I believe I could have made that catch, Kadeem. I'm not even lying to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up. So this was not a tough catch. And I'll say this. You can't drop that pass, Tyreek Hill. $31 million a year. This is not like a dang, I get it. Nah, this is not that. You can't drop that pass making $31 million a year. Changes the entire complexity of the game. Like, it's you never know what would happen if the Ravens would have came back with their, not I want to say back against the wall, but now they're playing a little urgent. It's a heavyweight fight. You never know. You only put up 3. Ravens come back. I want to say somewhere around that area. Xavier Howard's. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, he gets hurt. Some players say they want to play in meaningful games and are nowhere around in the meaningful games. I'm not going to say who said it, but
time out.
What's up?
Listen, I understand the Xavier Howard loses limb thing. I genuinely understand it.
Who said Xavier Howard?
You're talking about Xavier Howard,
I'm just saying some players said that I want to play in meaningful games and made a big deal about it and got 2 contracts in 2 years. And he's not some of these players ain't available in these meaningful games that they wanted to play in. That's all
he
I'm
was
saying.
Available. He was available. And he got hurt.
I don't know who you talking about. I'm just talking about the players who are not available in the games when they matter. I'm just saying.
Continue.
Yo, so it gets to, and this is what got me. I ain't gonna lie to you. It is about 3 minutes on the clock. The Ravens kicked off to the Dolphins first. So we don't get the double dip. They don't give us the benefit of, dang, we gonna double dip like we usually do, right? So the Ravens kick off. So we're trying to score before the half. We're down. I thought we were down.
I think it's 21-13.
Okay, it's 21-13 at the time. So they scored before the half. All right, cool. So it's 21-13. We're not even down bad yet. We're not even down bad. And it's like 3 minutes on the clock. Dolphins are driving. We get Durham Smythe comes through with the third down. Like I thought that was when the third down came in. And we're on the plus side of the 50, maybe around the 45, we'll call it, right? 40, 45. And I'm like, yo, this is a good opportunity here. If you've seen Hard Knocks, and Tua's like, yo, we got a beautiful opportunity here. This is a beautiful opportunity. You don't have to go for 2 yet. You're going to score, or you're going to get in field goal range, make this a pretty good game going into the half. And I hope we get to find out on Hard Knocks. And something told the Miami Dolphins to try to get an extra play in before the 2-minute warning. And I got to say this, Kadeem, I'm about to give it back to you. It is uncharacteristic of Mike McDaniel, the person that has 3 timeouts with 40 seconds left, driving on a drive to his end zone and not calling timeouts, talking about, oh, we had plenty of time. I didn't panic for a second, and I was never concerned about the time. We had 3 timeouts. Us and the media like, no. I'm not talking about now. I'm talking about in previous situations.
Oh, yeah.
Mike McDaniel has had 3 timeouts and would not call a timeout, driving into the end zone with like 40 seconds left. Like, we've seen it more than once. And it's like, dang, bro, like, you're not going to call a timeout? And he'll get on the podium after the game and said, oh, we had plenty of time. I wasn't even thinking about the time. Yet, we had 2 timeouts in this situation on the plus side of the 2-minute warning, and he wanted to rush a play in on the plus side of the 50. So I'm like, wait a minute, bro. You can have 3 timeouts and 40 seconds left, and you won't call a timeout. But in this case, you have 2 timeouts and a 2-minute warning, and you're on the plus side of 50, but you want to rush. I don't understand that, right? So then we rush, we call a play, Tua throws a pick, changes the entire trajectory of the game from there. Again, like it changes again, like it switches up again, like, yo, this is bad. And I think the Ravens scored before the half, right?
Yeah, and I think that's also so that touchdown they score is where the Dolphins get them onto 4th down. And then it's like 4th and 7, and Jackson finds Isaiah Likely, and it's a great one-handed catch, and he runs into the end zone, touchdown.
What was it? Was it that? I mean, this is not significant, but I thought that was the one when Duke Riley got beat by the running back. That was another play. They ran the exact same play that it got called back earlier in the game, ran the same play, got the touchdown that time, and it's crazy. Like, dang, yo, they just ran that same play. I'm like, yo, that play looked good like 2-3 more times in this game. That play is gonna work. You feel me? So,
like the Mike McDaniel running a play before like the 2-minute warning. I want to say he done it against Dallas. Like he done it a few times, and it's the first time it hasn't worked. But it's like. Also, shout out to everyone in the comments. Tim says A-Chan looked good all game. Keith agrees with that. Tim Carroll on the Hill drop says Hill thought he'd already caught it and stopped concentrating. Moya TV said, yo, GTD family, much love to everybody. We still in it. Don't give up hope. I'll get to Robert's comment later. Key says agree that the hill drop was important, but the big turning point was losing X. The defense had no answer to losing him. And then shout out to Joe Hepworth says, we looked off pace tonight on both sides of the ball. Going into this with no Raheem and no Waddle took its toll. And yeah, I can't stay too long. It's New Year's Eve. I have some people over and stuff like that. But yeah, I definitely agree where you said that the hill drop changes the trajectory of the game. The Dolphins find a way to keep it close, and then essentially the touchdown, apologies. The interception by Tua was like, okay, you get yourself back into the game and it goes away again. And to jump further ahead, you come out at halftime and you go like, do you know what?
Before you jump further ahead, I do got to insert this. I got to cut some people out of my Dolphin circle fan. My Dolphin fan circle. You know, you got the Circle of Trust. What's that movie? Meet the Flockers, maybe? I think the Circle of Trust. I can't remember which movie it is. But you got a circle of trust in your life. You know what I'm saying? Your go-tos, your people you could talk to, and then you probably extend it maybe, or you have a different circle altogether for fandom, for your teams, different teams. Oh yeah, I rock with these people, and I ain't gonna lie, I gotta cut some people out of this circle of Dolphins trust, because the way my faith is built on the team apparently is not the same way other people's are, because I watched this same team come back down 21 before, and I seen them make all types of good games with Buffalo and come back against KC in Germany and all this other good stuff. But we go down 15 with a whole half to play and the game is over somehow. Like, this is what we're doing? So now I can't rock with people who call a game over down 15 at halftime. Like, I'm not built like that, bro. But continue. You can jump ahead now.
But yeah, so Dolphins come out at half, and it's like, again, it's what, 28-13. You're down 15. Yo, you get a stop, you're right back into the game. Essentially, not a kick return for a touchdown, but it's like a massive return, puts them in basically full goal range, scored a touchdown. So now you're down, what, 21? Or no, sorry, 22. And even then, I'm like, no, listen, we've come back from worse, is what it is. And to me, I think the final changing point in the game, which was basically done at this point, Zach Sealer gets the strip, turnover. You're like the comeback starts now. Excellent. Fairness play interception is like, yo, the game's done. Like at that point, it's like whatever luck you had, it's not today. And yeah, there's so much stuff it's just, listen, I saw people on social media saying Chris Greer has to go, fire Matt McDaniel, all this kind of stuff. Like, and I saw people blaming the Ravens, like the Ravens shouldn't want to score up. Why? Listen,
I'm not
like it's just one of the things where we were up 70-20 and people were saying one to go up on the Broncos. Yo, you take your hits, get a stop at some point, do something. And yeah, I do not blame the Ravens for scoring even a touchdown at the very end of the game. I don't blame you. Like, yo, we're still playing. It's a 60-minute game. We are feeling ourselves right now with the AFC champions, like, sorry, with a 1 seed. And in a match what was billed as the 2 best teams in the AFC, yo, the Ravens said to the Dolphins, not today, little boys, not today. So
going back to and just clean it up, and this is where I believe the game got out of hand. It got out of hand that in the half when you were only down 8, I think, and you turned the ball over before halftime, and you let them score before halftime. You can't turn the ball over before halftime, then let them score before halftime, then let them get the ball back at halftime. That's when, the game got out of hand. Not over. I'm not going to say it's over because you're down 15. Got out of hand. And the reason why I say I want to see Hard Knocks is because I want to know, was Tua running hurry up? Like, nah, we're going. Like, we're trying to get this play. Or was McDaniel like, oh yeah, we got to get this ball off? Because if it's McDaniel as the coach, you got to put your players in the best position to succeed. And in my opinion, that's not putting your players in the best position to succeed. All that being said, I do appreciate, Kadeem, when the Miami Dolphins win, our wins this year, for the most part, have been team wins. I'm like, yo, this is a team win. Dolphins showed up. Defense showed up. Offense showed up. McDaniel came through. Like it's special teams. I can appreciate our wins. And in our losses, it's been the same, which I can appreciate. It's a team loss. McDaniel, I almost said something crazy. McDaniel wet in the bed. Tua throwing picks. Defense didn't even get off the plane. Like, yo, that's crazy. So I do appreciate the whole team taking the L and not just, yo, we couldn't depend on something. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I got it there. And we gotta talk about some serious stuff now. Were you surprised Chosen Anderson played?
No. Actually,
was it not the Cowboys game that he had the concussion?
Probably, yeah. But then again, it's concussions. Like concussions is such a funny thing. But I know what you mean, yeah.
So he had a concussion in the Cowboys game, and then he ended up back on the sideline. I don't know if you peeped. He was back on the sideline before the game ended. He wasn't dressed no more, but he was in his street clothes, back on the sideline, celebrated with the team, ran on the field, all the good stuff. So yeah, I understand some people come back sooner and later, but I'm like, I don't understand this. I thought it was a protocol. You see what I'm saying? So what does the protocol consist of is a new question for me. And then some real stuff started happening. You know, you lost Xavier Howard early in the game, and Bradley Chubb, friend of the podcast, Bradley Chubb goes down in agony, and you can hear him hurting in pain over the broadcast. If you were in a setting where you could listen to the game and you could hear the game, you can hear Bradley Chubb just going through it. And you just knew it was bad. Like a grown man, 6'3", 260-ish. Just you can hear him over the broadcast. I was hurt for him. It's crazy. But not only that, Tua tries to run for a 4th and maybe 15, and he slides 2 yards short of the first down. And his throwing shoulder is hurt. He gets up, and you can see he's not right. And you hope it's not like a separated shoulder or a dislocated shoulder, but you can see the
So the video clip of him, shout out to King of Finland, post this. He's on the side, you know, he's like, I'm good, brother, I'm good. So you hope it's okay. A few more comments. Shout out to Dwayne Wilson. Says, LOL, yes, meet the fuckers. Better to take this loss before the playoffs, though, as a humble Lions fan. So welcome, Lions fans. Love to have you here.
Shout out. Appreciate you.
Joe Hepworth says, untimely, ultimately, how much did this game matter? Before the game at halftime or now? We have clinched. We already clinched. Next week is the game. I'd agree to a degree. This week mattered because this week is a statement game. You win this week, you clinch the AFC East, and you have a chance to either obviously go and win the 1 seed next week, or to say, you know what, we're banged up. The 1 seed will be amazing, but we're just gonna rest some guys. TBE Trucking says Action Jackson, and then like I don't know if he's saying cut. Action Jackson.
I'm assuming that's a Ravens fan. Action Jackson. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. Again, let us know. Thomas Valentine.
Action. That's the thing for the movie thing, you know. Action.
Yeah, but it's like action. We'll see.
Action. Yeah.
Thomas Valentine says Happy New Year.
What up, Tom? Happy New Year, bro.
MVP. And I think
it's a done deal. Lamar
it's done. We even said in the preview, like whoever wins this game probably wins MVP. Is what it is. Keith says the sound of Chubb gelling was really unnerving. And then shout out to Philip Workman says, Phil Dolphin man tuning in. I genuinely can't say too long, but I have a genuine question for you, Charlie.
Yo.
First of all, I know people will say, well, why is Tua sliding early when he needs a first down? Listen, the game is done. Protect yourself. And I find it ironic that he protects himself until he gets injured. That's just like, yo, today is not your day, you're saying.
Continue.
No, but to everyone saying on social media, and it's a genuine question, the game, when Tua gets injured, the game is done. Like, you're not done, but you're not going to come back and win it. It's so unlikely. Do you think we should have pulled starters on both sides of the ball?
No, man, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that, bro. Like, the game was still. If you have what we call the Golden State offensive football, where you could score at will, you could come back down 21 points at times. Like, it was not. Now, here's my thing about what you said first. Tua sliding, knowing he couldn't get the first down, is called humbling yourself. We didn't win. We're not going to make this first down. I got to get down and protect myself. I'm not going to run into the 4 Ravens and go out on my sword when I have a game next week. That's stupidity. So, yeah, if you're not going to make the first, take the L. Go down. I have nothing wrong with Tua sliding.
Same.
I have something. My thing is the starters with, I think, like 4 or 5 minutes left when Bradley Chubb got hurt, down 30 is different. That's different. Like, I can see more starters coming out on defense and offense, protect your team and your players down 30 with like 6 minutes left. I can understand that. When Tua got hurt, I feel like, there's still you go down and make a and drive that and score that drive. It's a little bit different. So he didn't get the first. So now it changes everything. If he would have got the first, we wouldn't be saying this. So nah, man, I'm not tripping when Tua got hurt, but when Bradley Chubb got hurt, it was like, man. And then you notice there was no friend of the podcast, Javon Holland, after that. Everybody came out after that. So you can't be down 34 minutes left, and that's a little different, but not when Tua got hurt.
Tua got hurt with under 5 minutes to go. Like,
what was the score?
42-19.
I don't know. That's 3 touchdowns, is it not?
Around that, but again, it's like
that's 23 points, right?
Yeah, essentially, yeah. It's,
I'm still good. So hold on. So you're driving right now, though. So you have the ball. So you score. You're only down 2 touchdowns with who knows how much time left? 3 minutes? No, I'm good with that. I'm still fine with Tua still being in the game, trying to score on that drive. If the end of that drive determined, all right, you have to concede now. But you're driving right then when he got hurt, trying to bring it within a 2 touchdown game. I'm okay with that.
I would understand if it's like a 21-7 game. Listen, the defense got torched all game. Like
all game.
So that's what I'm saying. So your defense have been torched all game, can't get a stop. You might as well concede. Even if you scored a touchdown.
Nah, bro. I'm never
no.
Never quit, bro.
You can't never quit, but you've now potentially lost your quarterback for like a must-win game.
So you must have knew he was gonna get hurt then, Kadeem.
Again, I'm not saying that. I'm saying you're down 23 points with under 5 minutes to go. It's not impossible, but when your defense has stunk all game from minute 1 to up until this point, 55 minutes, are you telling me you're genuinely expecting us to score, stop, score, given how bad the defense has played?
If I'm down 3 touchdowns and I know that there's a chance to win a game, it doesn't matter what game of the year it is, we have to play until it's nearly impossible. And 5 minutes left in the game, down 3 touchdowns is not impossible.
No, but it's
while you have the ball, by the way.
But
while you have the, but it's not. Like, you have the ball. You're driving. So you can turn this into a 5 minutes 3 touchdown game to a 4 minute 2 touchdown game. That's a big difference. That's not that impossible, bro. And then I don't know our timeout situation, because now this is kind of like not. I mean, it's a moot point, but it's like, it's if you score and you're down 2 touchdowns and it's 4 minutes left, this is legit. Okay, your defense is time. Like, what? That's you just gonna let them score when they're on the 1 yard line, Kadeem?
Not saying that at all.
All right, that's what I'm saying. Like, so you never know what can happen. You got to give your boys a chance.
But the defense haven't turned up. But the defense haven't turned up.
When you're on the 1 yard line and your back's against the wall, it doesn't look good for you. It looks like the percentages are this team is going to score on you. They're on the 1 yard line, and 99% of the time they do. But it's that 1% of the time where a Patriots team wins the Super Bowl on a pick 6 or on a pick to end the game. So yeah, it's not likely. It doesn't look good, but you got to give your team a chance. That's why the coach is supposed to put their players in a better position to win.
Sometimes a bit. So Philip says that don't agree with pulling starters, but look what happened when Mike White and Brooks came in. First play, botched up pitching the ball, turnover, another Ravens short field and touchdown. Philip agrees with you, Charlie. Injuries can happen anytime. Martin Wheeler says we have too many injuries on defense now. I can't see us beating those a-holes next week. I hope I'm wrong. The only point I'm making with the Tua thing, I don't want to go back and forth too much. I can understand if we was in, and again, it's definitely a hindsight thing. But even beforehand, I was like, yo, just take the starters out because just because of the way, just because of everything essentially went against you, even to like Tyreek Hill got banged up once again today. It's like, yo, too many things are going against us that it's not obviously impossible, but there's, in my opinion, there's knowing when to just say, you know what, today's not our day. We live to fight another day. And again, the offense didn't stink. The offense got the yards, but the Ravens, listen, genuinely, shout out to the Ravens on both sides of the ball to just adjusting to what the Dolphins were doing. Or in
Not
terms
only
of
that,
defense,
the Ravens were banged up too. Like everybody talking about, we're hurt. Like the Ravens was as hurt as we are. And,
of course,
we're gonna get into bonus time because we got to get out of here a little earlier this episode. And you say you want to go back and forth on this. You didn't want to go back and forth, but I will say, how you go into next week matters. So if you just concede and fall on the sword and say we suck again, what's the message you send to your team going into next week? If everyone's getting hurt, then it's like, all right, cool. Like, yo, we left it out there. We left it on the field. Cool. But if you happen to come within 9 points, 8 points, and you lose, and it's like, yo, these boys fought. Now we got a real fight next week, and it looks better than just falling on the sword and like, oh, we suck again. That's my opinion. We have our opinions. We'll agree to disagree. You want to get into something before we get into bonus time, Kadim?
Only what Tim Cower says. I don't know. Bills nearly lost to the Chargers and the Pats in the last 2 weeks. Maybe they aren't rolling anymore. And Philip says it looks like we've given up pulling starters. Never let the opposition know we've given up.
I ain't gonna lie. I will say this. Bro, the Bills get up against the Dolphins. Like, I know Kadeem don't want to say it, but they do, bro. Like, they might have almost lost to the Patriots. They might have almost lost to the Chargers. They're going to come and show up against Miami and like, yo, this is it. This is our Super Bowl again. But we're getting into bonus time. We appreciate all y'all that rock with us. Everybody who knew that showed up. Share, like, subscribe. Y'all know what time it is. Stay positive. Test negative. For Kadeem Simmons, I'm Charlie Touche. Thank you for tuning in this time. Make sure you catch us next time on Go Time. Already.
Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time. And it's show time. Going all out when it's go time. I ain't wasting no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's show time. Cause it's your time. Lay it on the line when it's go time. Don't waste no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time. And it's show time. Going all out when it's go time. I ain't wasting no time.
What you got for us?
I had something and it slipped my mind now.
But I think you hit it on the head. When Zach Sealer came up with that forced fumble, I'm like, yo, dog did not give up. And I appreciate dog. And then we had a chance to, this is the spark. You know what I'm saying? Like, we seen this team come back against the same exact team. But I seen the all whites. I'm like, oh, we got the all whites. Maybe we got a chance today. You know what I'm saying? And then we didn't have
wasn't we wearing aqua pants?
Nah, we had all white.
Might be imagining things.
I thought the media said we were going to be in aqua pants.
Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, it was all whites.
Oh, yeah, it was, yeah. What? Oh,
but I thought the media came out with the top whites and the aqua bottoms. And then we came out like, oh, we got all whites. I like this.
Yeah. No, I just think it's on the Bills thing. I think even if I felt they don't show up, earlier this season, they might be looking at us right now going, this is a wounded animal. And we could genuinely just, make things even worse. It's just like, listen, I'll be positive. I don't think we can get it done next week. We'll discuss it over the next few episodes, all the good stuff. But today's just one of those days where essentially nearly every single thing that could go wrong went wrong. And I think that, any any niggling injury the Dolphins had, yo, like I don't know
Any
how
what
you're gonna
injuries?
get
Any what injuries?
niggling, Niggling, like a little niggle.
But that's a thing in England.
Yeah, if you have like a little niggle, then yeah.
That's a
Let's
new
have a
one for
look.
me, man.
So niggle, according to in dictionary, cause slight but persistent annoyance, discomfort, or anxiety. So yeah,
That's a good one, Kadeem. That's yo. Me and Kadeem might be pretty dope in Scrabble.
yeah.
We could go at it in Scrabble, bro. I like it. Listen, man.
Um,
Go. I was about to see you out for New Year's, but go ahead.
nah, Tim Cabot says, yeah, minor injury, it's a UK thing. Tim also says Zach wanted to show his old team he shouldn't have been cut. Tim was massive, getting the turnover and then giving it straight back. Listen, very quickly. Nah, like we were soundly defeated by a better team today. Like there's just no two ways about it. You have to go back because
I was okay with a loss too, bro. Just not
same.
like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, just don't lose like that. You feel me? Listen, we got a giveaway next episode, midweek episode. It'll be on the other side of the new year. This is our last episode of 2023. Happy New Year, Kadeem. Happy New Year's to everyone who rocked with us from Go Time Dolphins. See us out, Kadeem.
Guys, it's been an emotional 2023. It's going to be an emotional 2024. But genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, and I'm sure Charlie's and everyone here from Go Time Dolphins, thank you for essentially being on this journey with us. Thank you for all the hours, minutes, seconds you've put into watching us, commenting, all the good stuff. And yeah, we go again. Happy New Year. Stay safe. If you're going to drink, get an Uber, get a lift. You never know who's driving. You could be the next Charlie Touche and Share Wild Steve. So over here in Go Time Dolphins, we shall see you on the next one. Peace.